All right, to the Leroy Ostrander School Board meeting Tuesday, October 17th is called to order 6:01. Roll call, we are missing two of our members. Amanda and Angie. Stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay? So, changes to the agenda, 8E. And then there's we're doing a, what is this? After 8E.
8E2.
Oh, then we're gonna have another one. And we don't need, what's it gonna be about?
Approve the resignation of a paraprofessional.
Okay,
There is some current agendas. That's got it on there.
That's the highlighted right
There
there.
you go.
That's the addition.
got it.
Yep.
Thank you.
You bet.
All right. So I am looking, or is there any other changes to the agenda? Okay, I'm looking for a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda changes.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. There's 5 of us. All right, so then we need to move on to the approval of the agenda with that included. Looking for a motion.
I move we approve the agenda.
Second?
Second.
I got
Sorry.
Dave, I got the Daves on this one. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any public input?
Nothing.
Nothing that we have, all right. Recognition of good things happening it says congratulations to our fall athletes and artists, and best of luck as we head into the postseason. And I just did want to call everybody's attention to, you probably have seen it in your emails, but Trevor Carrier posted a really nice statement about how the fall season is going, how the girls tonight are in a conference showcase, the football is playing tomorrow night, game of the week, cross country is happening in, just drove by it on my way home from my meeting in Austin.
They got third.
They got third, fantastic.
Was that the section?
It was big, it was a lot of buses there. Great job, so they did great with that, and the play has finished its 2 weekends, so it's been a mighty fall. And I really liked that Trevor also put congratulations and a wonderful season, hoping to make it even longer, and then thanking the coaches, the workers, the bus drivers, Ryan Evans, a nice big thank you, and then he says, it takes a village, but from the bottom of my heart, thanks to everyone. So that was really nice. So congratulations to our fall athletes and artists, and best of luck heading into postseason. All right. And then we're going to move right on to the consent agenda. Did everybody get a chance to look at the minutes from last month's meeting? All right, and then the treasurer's report and all of we got the August and the September reports. I visited with Sharon a little bit, and everything looks in order. You thought so too, Dave?
Yep.
All right, and then we don't have any new fundraisers and no new donations. So we're going to look at number 8, letter E, personnel. We want to approve the hiring of Sharon Peterson as our business manager effective November 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2026. Do you want to speak to this?
Sure.
All right.
I sure can. First, a huge shout out to Sharon, but also Dave, and Pat for sitting down and having lengthy discussions about this opportunity. Sharon and CLA, for that matter, has been a wonderful support to this school district. And I really have to thank them too for giving us great people to come in and work with us. And Sharon's kind of at that point now. She wants to work solely for us. She loves it here. And vice versa. We love working with her too. And so just a few weeks back, we sat down with her and negotiated a contract that's in front of you. And the district not only will have a full-time staff member, but we are also saving money in the process. There isn't that middleman called CLA at this point, but she'll be ours. And so this has been a long time coming, and we're pretty excited about it. So, yeah.
Everybody got a chance to look over the terms of agreement, and so that's part of our consent agenda. And then number 2, approve the resignation of Brittany Waugh, paraprofessional, effective October 30th, 2023. All right. Any questions about anything on the consent agenda? All right, we're looking for a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I move, we approve the consent agenda.
Thank you. And second?
Second.
Pat? Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Moving right on then to the discussion and action items and the policy review. We've popped back again one last time, hopefully one last time, with number 714, the fund balance, and it's been talked about in many different groupings. I think we've gotten down to, do you want to say anything about it, or?
You bet. So not only did we utilize our district policy committee folks, we also, talked to some of you in terms of membership of what you'd like to see. We had an open meeting about this. We did talk to our auditors, and then I also talked to Sharon Peterson, our new business manager, about what she would like to see now that she's kind of been involved in our finances. And we are moving forward, as your policy that I sent you says, we'd like up to 3 months of operating expenses. And Dave, I know that was kind of a big one for you because you wanted us to have some flexibility but still show our constituency that we want to be respectful and careful with the bottom line. And that's what that number was about for us, and the auditors actually like that too. So you actually may hear that when the auditors come.
Yeah.
They may say that too. I don't know, but I'll remind them if they like it to make sure they tell you all that
Okay.
too, so.
So the only change then for 714 is under 5, minimum fund balance, and the wording that is showing up now is, the school district will strive to maintain an unassigned general fund balance of up to 3 months of operating expenses. So that's that one. And then the other ones on the second reading policies is all the 900s here. And we did not do any further changes or any changes to those. Does anyone have any questions or discussion regarding second reading of those policies? Okay, would anyone like to make a motion to accept the second reading of policies listed there? One person can say all the numbers and then we'll call it good.
I'll make a motion to accept the second reading of 714, 901, 902, 903, 904, 905, 906, and 907.
Okay, thanks, Kyle. And a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Dave. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Policy review, first reading, these are the 100 series. Legal status of the school district, this name of the school district, which we had cleaned up when we did it a year ago. Educational opportunities. Yeah, and the school district's mission statement, which we got posted directly from the strategic plan. So that is the first reading of all those policies. There aren't any changes at this time. Anything to note?
Sounds good.
Okay. All right, so anybody have any questions regarding that? If not, I will take a motion to accept the first reading of the policies.
I'll make a motion to accept, for the policies for the first reading of 101, 101.1, 102, 103, and 104.
Okay, very good. A second?
Second.
Thanks, Pat. And all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. All right, very good. So we are going to move right along to B, the strategic plan discussion. And so it's kind of going to include the superintendent's and principal's reports within the context of that. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
pretty much.
Okay.
So we'll skip that when we get into
Okay.
reports.
Okay, that
We don't want to
sounds-
waste your guys' time.
All right, so
tonight.
let's go to B, strategic plan.
Awesome. So y'all remember this fun little document here. We've kind of been pushing it to everybody, and shout out to our staff members. They have posted theirs. They're around the building. We keep it online thanks to Dylan. We do send it off to parents on occasion too, or if they even ask. So we have plenty available for them. But we don't want to put this on the back burner. We want to make sure we bring this up every once in a while to all of you, but also to the public, that we worked really hard on this plan and that we believe in this plan and want to move forward with it. So tonight, Erin and I are just going to kind of tag team on where we think we are on the back side of the strategic plan. So not the true mission statement, but the goals in the next 5 years, kind of where we're at and how we're tweaking it as we go. So just kind of bear with us here, but we're just gonna go goal 1 through goal 8. And again, we're not gonna take up all of your time tonight, but we just, again, want a snapshot for you that this is, we talk about this regularly. This isn't something that we're, we paid a lot of money for this. And so we wanna make sure we're doing our due diligence in terms of leading the district for all of you. So we're going to start with goal number 1, which is achieve the goals of the world's best workforce for all students in the school district. So of course, Kyle and Dave and Angie all received an email from me just last week about World's Best Workforce meeting. That's coming up here in November, so that's already reaching this goal. But I was going to do a presentation tonight on a policy that's going to be coming to our policy committee related to curriculum instruction, but also World's Best Workforce and our reading component. But I'll do that next month. So I'm not going to bore you tonight, and I don't have my whole board here. So anyway, we'll get that next month. But we also are really focusing, and Eric can talk more about this maybe next month to you, but we're really focusing our staff meetings on basically successes in terms of academics. So we're really focusing and narrowing down all that data too, such as IXL, using that data, any MCA data that we have. That's what we're talking about. So that would be goal number 1. Moving on to goal number 2, Leroy Ostrander students will graduate ready for college, careers, and the daily tasks of life. Or I'm sorry, did you have anything for 1? I can't remember.
Just under objective 1.3.
Perfect.
What is that?
1.3 is by October 2023, provide relevant and timely professional development for staff.
So August 28th, 29th, 30th, and October 23rd, we've had 4 days of staff development already so far this year.
Already.
And
Good.
we'll continue throughout the year, but we just, since they put a time frame on that, just to let you know, we have had 4 days up to this point on that too, so.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So for goal number 2, students will graduate ready for college, careers, and the daily tasks of life. We'd like to think they're going to be ready, and I hope we have a say in that and support of that. Doesn't always happen, let's be really honest. It's not always on us. But goal number 2 is we do have concurrent enrollment contracts. Erin and I look deeply into those and make sure they're accurate and actually support us too, not just the concurrent enrollment college. We go on college trips such as RCTC. Last week they went on that, kind of college and career exploration days. We had First National Bank come in. We do have some PSEO contracts, things like that we're looking at too.
I kind of love objective 2.1 states.
During the spring of 2023, utilize staff and community to align, evaluate, and plan curriculum with annual reporting.
So it's something at the end of the year I always do with the staff is I do an exit interview. So we talk about those types of things and get their feedback. How the year went, and then what can we do to improve going into the next year. So just want to know that we hit that objective as well.
All right, so goal 3 and goal 4 are relatively similar. Communicate effectively with all stakeholders, engage and involve the community in school district activities. So we do, if you're on Facebook, you can see that it's almost daily. We try to get information out there.
This is a medium repurposed box.
I push the
You're
wrong
watching
button.
TV over there,
I
Dave?
pushed the wrong
I'm
button.
presenting.
That was
Come on.
football field.
What game is on, Dave?
Wow. Wow. It's not Monday night or Thursday night or Wednesday night. All right. Let's see here. We do quite a few Facebook posts. We know a lot of people have Facebook, and so we want to get as much information out. We do have our November 14th World's Best Workforce meeting, and that involves community members, monthly videos with Axel Gumbel. Those are some of the things we're trying to, granted it's coming from us, but it's also welcoming to our community.
Under goal 4, we have open house, which is in September. We had a bowling presentation. We invited the community in September. We always have homecoming activities that we include the community in October. Parent-teacher conferences will be in November. We also, with that, we do a Title I parent meeting is in November. All of our athletic events, we invite community and parents to. Donuts and Dads will be in December. Muffins with Mom will be in March. And game night for Title I is always in May. So just some dates that we know that we have coming where we try to bring community in. That are already in the calendar, so.
That's good. So goal 5, 6, and 7 again are all kind of together. They're about leadership. So foster respect and positive relationships within the school district and community. Effectively lead and direct staff. Leadership engages in professional development opportunities. And so some of the things we found were, again, that World's Best Workforce, parent-teacher conferences, as he mentioned earlier. We do our monthly staff spotlight. You see those, our weekly emails. We recognize World Teacher Day, National Principals Month, things like that on occasion. We have discussions with outside organizations such as the Lisle School District related to activities and how we can continue to co-op, whether it's sports or whether it's field trips, whatever it may be, just to enhance that for our kids.
And then I kind of answered this one as from the principal's perspective on my staff development, just so people know kind of what I do. So I have monthly admin meetings with SMEC, so we get together with all the SMEC principals. I go to state conference in January and or February, depending. One year I'll go to the elementary one, then the other year I go to the high school when I switch on those. I worked with Judy Bruner with school safety and bullying. I worked with Larry Thompson with RCD. Local staff development days are in August, September, October, November, January, and March. I have weekly meetings with the superintendent. I went to Marzano Instructional Model training for 2 days last year. And then that's kind of my stuff. And then one thing we do for students is the Leadership Academy. And that started in the summer, and that's ongoing throughout the year. So just some staff development that I do, and then trying to get some students with training as well.
Is there other staff that works with that leadership, or is it mainly you?
The Leadership Academy?
Yeah.
It's all advisors and coaches right now.
Oh, okay. All the class advisors and
Yep,
coaches.
Head
would be all head coaches, yep, head coaches, and then who's in charge of student council, who's the head of
Okay.
NHS, who's the head of, whoever is the head of those.
Okay, and so you all work together
Yep.
with those students?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I was just
So-
wondering about that the other day.
Yeah, good question.
Yep.
Goal 8 is facilities. Facilities are maintained and improved to enhance learning. So y'all remember this big spreadsheet. Just today I sent off our new and enhanced use of facility form, just to continue to promote to our community that yes, we have an open building. If you want to use our building, you surely can. We just need documentation of such. And yeah, just continuing to meet regularly with our Building Grounds and Safety Committee, but then also have regular meetings with our site team about safety and things like that. So yeah, just kind of to wrap it up quick, we'll have more formal processes for you here in the next couple of months. You guys will be pretty busy with audit, budgeting and stuff, but we still want to make sure Erin and I present all of this to you. It'll probably be in a PowerPoint just because I like the visual and I think it's important you guys have that. And so all of this that we talked about tonight will be in that, and so you'll have documentation of that too. But again, this is important to us, and we want to make sure you're all involved in kind of what we're doing and what we can improve on and do better, and we just keep digging deeper into this, which we need to do. We surely aren't perfect, but we're going to try get there as best we can. So
Okay,
there you go.
thank you. So in reports, I'm guessing our student representative is representing us well
Yes,
on
she
the
is.
volleyball court.
Yes, she is.
And our student service team member is probably also there,
Probably.
probably. Principal's report, so did you have anything you wanted to add, Aaron?
Just a couple things. Want to invite you guys to the Larry Thompson presentation, which is October 23rd. It's a Monday from 8 to 11. That's the initial training, so if you're curious on what the training looks like or what that's all about. So 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. will be the initial training. In the afternoon will be the refresher for the staff that's already been trained. So if you guys are curious on what RCD is all about and what we're nationally known for, you're more than welcome to come to that. Our art center and our board game centers are up and running. One right out here and one in the media center. Kids can utilize those throughout the day. We did complete our safety drills. We've done 5 fire drills, 5 lockdowns. A tornado drill will be in the spring. We usually do it on the National Tornado Day when the sirens go off. And then Alice will probably run another one in the spring. End of the first quarter is already approaching us, November 9th. Jen already talked about, but our grades 9 through 12 went to RCTC, to a college fair. 92 colleges were there that they could interact with and walk around and see.
That's
So
insane.
Excellent.
that was pretty cool. And then our PLC goals for this year, our elementary teachers meet once a month and our middle school, high schools meet once a month right now. We're going to dive into our data to drive our instruction with our MCA and IXL scores. We'll continue to work on our English language, arts, and science curriculums because those are fairly new. Always practicing our RCD and then our Marzano model for teacher evals. So those are the 4 main goals, things we'll be focusing on this year in our PLCs. There you go. Any questions?
PLC stands for Professional Learning
Communities.
Communities, Professional Learning Communities.
Yep.
Are they grouped within their,
We do it elementary, and
Okay.
we do it middle school,
Okay.
high school 1. We did split it, we did have 4, but we found that the kids, especially in the middle school, high school, the teachers crossed over so much because, we just didn't have high school teachers because
Right.
they didn't have middle schools. So it made more sense to where we just made them one, and our groups aren't big anyways.
Right.
But, so we're talking about the same kids and get more done, so.
okay, excellent, thank you. All right. Is there anything else you wanted to add, or did you?
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not. I'm
All
good.
right.
Thanks, Deb.
So school board committee reports. I will get there. As far as community education, we have not had another meeting, but all the classes have been going really well, and the community ed is going to help the Leroy Lions do peace posters this year. So that's something we wanted to bring back. Meet and confer, we had a really nice meeting, and we talked about the WIN program, how it changed from last year. They had some time in the morning and some time at the end of the day where the kids could go meet with teachers. And they found that, correct me if I'm wrong, but that it wasn't being utilized as much as we would like to see. And so instead of having them have them then, they moved it to the middle of the day, and all the kids go to a specific room, and then they can go meet with a teacher if they need help with something, and if they're gonna have meetings, they have them during that time, and it's a designated time during the day, and, does that cover it good enough?
Yep.
Yeah.
Anywhere from interventions to meeting with teachers to homeroom stuff to meetings for different groups, so.
Right, so it kind of all happens at that one time
Yeah.
each day where they can kind of, and that seems to be successful, and a better use of the time. And it was brought up, and something that we can all think about is that, does the school board want to have a way of recognizing longevity in our staff? Not a monetary thing, nothing like that, but just like some type of a recognition. So that's something I'd like us to just think about. I think that we super value that longevity, and so how can we let them know that we really value that? And we are gonna meet again in December. Anything else you can think of?
No, they really like the way that WIN program
Yeah.
is this year.
Yep. It being in the middle of the day
Yeah,
like that.
it's not such a cluster by the way it
Right.
sounded from that,
Yeah.
we're going many different ways and sometimes you're not getting everything across you needed to the
Right.
kids, or couldn't give their full attention to the kids at that time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought too. Okay, so that was meet and confer. MSBA, anything?
Couple workshops coming up here
Okay.
at the end of this week, the 19th. There's a workshop on upcoming election.
Oh, okay.
And then on the 20th, there's a workshop, virtual workshop for representing your community through policy engagement.
Okay. All right.
There,
Thank-
there is a in-person workshop for student school board member on the 24th. So that might be a little too short a notice, but right, that's up in Shakopee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless we want to send her up there.
I think there's a second one coming up in like February or March for any new student memberships too.
Uh-huh.
And so you guys saw, well, you'll be seeing an email soon from me about new memberships.
Okay.
Because Jenna's term will end.
Right.
Okay.
So-
All right. Thanks, Dave. Minnesota State High School League, anything new? Nothing new? Scholarship?
We had tailgate supper. I know we had a very good turnout, but I do not know how much we made at that.
It was an amazing turnout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was.
I was like, I hope they have enough food because it was one of the better ones I've ever seen attended. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
So, okay. Certified negotiations, getting ready to,
Yeah, we haven't met since our last meeting,
you got
our
to,
last school board meeting, but we'll be going to mediation on November 13th. so-
November 13th. Okay. All right. Non-certified negotiations, nothing right now. SMEC, not right now. Board, we review, policy review, we covered. World Smith's Workforce will be November. Buildings and grounds.
We did not meet tonight.
Okay.
We want, our main thing that we are talking about is the small gym floor.
Yeah.
And we really only have one quote or one bid or whatever you want to call it. And we really need to look at others, so.
What kind of surface are you looking at putting on there? Similar to what we have or?
Possibly. I mean, there's
Oh.
some options there.
Oh, there are some
to talk about
options.
too, yeah.
Okay.
Leveling it up a little bit too,
Yep.
I assume.
Yep,
All
it's all
right.
part of it.
Okay. So you're just hoping to get some more bids on that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then I had a really interesting meeting today at the Mauer County Collaborative. And we had a guest speaker there who was talking to us about some funding that has come through that is to help all Minnesotans have better connectivity to be connected on internet. And some of the barriers that maybe they don't have high-speed internet, they're working on something for that, but also for families that are just, are eligible for other types of things like free and reduced lunch, or they're on Medicaid, or they have other types of qualifications like that. They can apply and get up to $30 a month towards their internet service. So, and Is got the numbers, and I've talked to Jen, and we're gonna talk to Becky, and so that's just a good resource that's kind of newer, but it is federal. It is federally funded, and it's all over the United States because they're seeing especially after COVID, that not everybody has the same availability. And for some people, it is a major hindrance for them to try to keep internet. They don't, $30 up to $30 a month towards that could make a big difference for families. And then they're working on right now getting some actual computers that people can apply to just receive. And there's a very limited number of those, but in the right set of circumstances, or if we happen to know a family, or they see this information, they can apply and see if maybe they could get that. And so it's all about improving connectivity and getting the right, and hopefully, at some point, they're gonna also have some funding for actually getting internet out to somebody who just doesn't have high-speed internet. So, that was a very interesting, yeah, we had a good collaborative meeting. That's all I got. All right? Very good. Okay, all of our calendar updates. Getting ready for MEA, staff development, policy meeting. Mediation's listed on here. Of course, we'll have the election in November, and then we've changed the board meeting. We already made a decision to do that last month or the month, I can't remember exactly when. Maybe the month before, but anyway, so then, our November meeting will be on the 14th, so that we can canvass the results of the election. All right? Anyone have anything else they want to add? Okay, motion for adjournment?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, we are adjourned.